I've been looking into something that I found a little bit puzzling that I encountered a couple of times over the past couple of months. It's the fact that at the same time that we have policies that are coming in place to increase the number of teachers in schools, because there's too few teachers in schools, we also see more and more schools struggling to fill in their early years classes. When we look at the data for all children in primary and secondary school, we see over the period of time a very steady increase, with maybe only a very slight decrease for the data that was collected in January 2025. But now, if we break that down by age, we see a very different pattern. Initially, when we look at the older kids, so 15, 14 years old, we see a steady increase of kids of that age in school over the years we have data for. But then as we go towards the younger ages, we see moving through the data a peak that is earlier and earlier. And when we get to the data that I've highlighted for 7, 6, 5, and 4-year-old, we see that for those cohorts, the number of children is steadily decreasing. And for 4-year-old, we're looking at almost a 10% decrease over the period we have data for. This explains why, even though schools are still struggling because they do not have enough teachers, they're also struggling at the same time to fill in the early year classes. And one potential problem with this is that as the number of teachers increase, at some point, this effect of smaller early years is going to translate to fewer children in school. So there's a risk that as we finally have enough teachers, very quickly we tip onto the other side and we find ourselves with too many teachers in primary and secondary school. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye for now.